Good morning, everyone. My name is Ona Armstrong, and I'm coming to you from Asheville, North Carolina. I own Firefly Valley Design and Consulting, and I am a playground designer. I have lots of ideas and a design certificate from NC State around designing beautiful, functional outdoor learning environments, or OLEs. And today I'm coming to you with my second video about the transporting schema. Now, schemas are ways that children play all around the world. They're undeniable play urges that help their development, right? And today I come to you with a banana box. I don't know if you have seen these, especially if you shop at Aldi. They're very sturdy boxes that can really help make your backyard, your COVID friendly backyard for your children really, really productive through using the transporting schema. So the transporting schema just means kids like to carry stuff, right? So if you've ever had a playroom and you're wondering why your child wants to take everything from the playroom and bring it into the living room where you step on it, right? Or maybe your child is in the kitchen and they want to take everything out of the cabinets, right? And so that is exactly what the transporting schema is. Kids like to bring objects from one place to another. And so this banana box is a really great thing. What I love to do with these, and this is a Tinker Garden idea, is that you can use these for sleds, right? And so I've tied a bandana onto the end of it so that a child could use this as a sled, put whatever they'd like in it, and pull it around, right? Including other small children, right? These boxes are really burly. Banana boxes are really great, like this one, and you can just tie a rope to the end and have children pull each other across the yard, right? And our last video was about the transforming or transformation schema, and so that was like, you know, mud kitchens and watching things change as you freeze them or pound them up or mix them together. And so the the transporting schema is really awesome to combine with the transformation schema because, of course, kids need materials for their mud soup, right, or their mud pies. Of course, they need to start a story about, oh, we're going to go to this restaurant over there. Why don't you get in my car, right? And I pull you in the banana box across the yard or whatever green space you have. And so these are really awesome. Another way to have the transporting schema in your backyard environment is through milk jugs. So milk jugs or water jugs, whatever you may have, are really great because they've got handles and they've got lids. You can fill these puppies up with sand, you can fill them up with water, whatever you'd like, and then your children can carry them from one place to the next, you know. Maybe you spray paint them or color them a color, and even if you don't, kids are going to use their transforming schema in their brain to think, oh, this is the gold, and we're going to take the gold from the cave all the way over to the mountain, right? And so the heavier these are, the better, because of course young children, especially ones that are looking for a lot of proprioceptive input or large joint compression or what we call heavy work, they're looking to pick up things, right? Like kids used to do on the farm before these days that we're in now. So if you fill these with water, you know, you've got about 8 pounds, right? And they can carry 2 of them, they can put them in their sleds, they can really get that large joint, that proprioceptive input that they're seeking as they transport things across the yard. So feel free to grab yourself some banana boxes, grab yourself some milk jugs. Of course, children can use things like watering containers, right? Transporting water from one place to another is a wonderful way to practice the transporting schema. So one thing that I would give you a tip on is don't make this easy for your children, right? As you're setting up their OLE, their outdoor learning environment, please don't line everything up perfectly for them because they won't have anywhere to transport anything, right? So if you're installing like a little mud kitchen over here, I want you to put the water and the sand as far away as you can. Maybe it's up a hill, right? We're giving them these sensory inputs, these really challenging ways of transporting things in the world, they're looking for heavy work, they're looking for hard work, and sometimes we make it a little too easy for them, right? So I really want you to challenge your children and say, wow, you know, all those bricks over there, they need to go over there, maybe to the mud kitchen, or where do you think those bricks should go? And really let them have heavy work as they set up their learning environment. Of course, you can use baskets and pails, and there are all sorts of ways to do the transporting schema that are super engaging. One other way that I wanted to tell you all about today is I have set up pulley systems in some OLEs that I've designed where you tie a rope to one tree or post or whatever is vertical in your world, and then tie the rope to the other side, and then put a carabiner on there. You know, you can just get them cheap even at a gas station, and so you can slide the basket along, right? So maybe the restaurant's over here and the kitchen for the restaurant's over there, and they can use the transporting schema to pull that basket along the pulley all the way to where it needs to go, right? So that's another way, some pulley systems to transport things. Let's see, anything else? And yeah, making sure there are multiple locations, and also curved loopy pathways between the different sites where kids are transporting will help them get more exercise, because this is actually comes from video game design. When you can't see what's around the corner, you're very much more likely to run, to look around and transport yourself through space. So again, hide things behind a shed, put this one over here, right, where people can't see, or maybe they're big clumps of grasses. One last tip that I have for you is sometimes when we mow our yard, and I'll let you see our yard here, this is our backyard, with our trampoline here. So sometimes when I mow this yard and I have my outdoor learning group coming to my house, a lot of times I won't mow it all. I will mow curved loopy pathways in the yard like a maze, right? So that they can run through the curved loopy pathways, then they can pull their sleds through the curved loopy pathways. They can decide that they want to have a mud kitchen over here and the restaurant's over there. We can't even see the restaurant because it's in a different town. You know, just making it so that they have a grand adventure visually, kinesthetically, proprioceptively, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video about the transporting schema, and I hope that you come back and look at the one before this about the transformation schema. And I'm wondering what ideas you all have in making these two schemas interact and dance together with some large joint compression, some heavy work for your children. And I can't wait to see your backyards. I am available for consultation and also installation of moving parts playscapes, just like the ones I'm speaking of. So please do feel free to find me on Facebook. Firefly Valley Design and Consulting is my Facebook business page. You're welcome to private message me through there. I also have a website, fireflyvalleydesign.com. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing your playscapes.